They say you never really know someone until you've seen them scared. Last night, I learned that the hard way. My best friend Mia and I were catching up over a late video call, laughing about terrible takeout and old high school drama, when suddenly her face glitched, her mouth twisted, eyes wide, lips frozen mid-scream. For a solid 10 seconds, her image stayed that way while I called her name, my screen flickering with static. I thought it was just crappy Wi-Fi, until the moment everything snapped back, and she was smiling, perfectly calm. But something about her eyes made my skin crawl. They were too wide, too shiny, like a doll's. Mia brushed it off, blaming lag, but her voice sounded hollow, almost echoing. Every time I asked if she was okay, she'd just grin wider, insisting she felt great and wanted to keep talking. The more she smiled, the less human she seemed. I noticed her background looked different too. The posters behind her were gone, replaced with a blank wall, and the familiar hum of her aquarium had vanished. I tried to brush off my unease, telling myself it was late and my imagination was running wild. As the call dragged on, I kept catching glimpses of movement in her reflection, shadows starting just out of frame, fingers lingering on her shoulder that weren't hers. I asked her to turn on another light, but she just kept that smile, eyes locked on mine, unblinking. Then, in a whisper, she leaned in and said, "I'm so glad you answered tonight. It's been waiting for you." At that moment, my screen glitched again, but this time, it was my own face that froze, mouth twisted in terror. When the connection finally reset, I was staring at my own video feed. My lips were curled in a smile I didn't feel, my eyes too wide and empty. In the chat box, a new message from me appeared, "You look perfect. Now, let's call someone else."